YouTube friends!
Hey everyone out there on the internet.
We have the corded hot edge knife that we've been using for all of our little sewing projects. Today we wanted to review the cordless hot edge knife.
Battery powered. Cordless hot knife.
So I'm really excited to open this up. We just got it. We haven't really done anything with it and thought maybe we'll start with what's in the package, and then we are gonna use the heck out of this thing and then give you guys a review and let you know what our thoughts are.
So off the bat, I can tell this is an industrial strength case. The corded one is as well, but it has plastic clips. This actually has metal clips. So I'm very impressed with the package, the box, the plastic box this comes in. In the lid, like the corded version, we have the Allen wrench tool, and it also has the copper cleaning brush to clean the blade. It also comes with instructions. Y'all know what I like to do with instructions. It has the foot that we showed you in the corded version. You don't have to have a protected surface. So if I want to cut anything on this wood, I can do that without harming the wood or leaving burn marks. Under that, it has the cutting blade, which we'll put on shortly. It has two batteries, the charger, and the hot knife. For assembly, unless you're going to use this foot, which that only adds one more piece, this is all you need. Three things. You have your cutting blade. You slide that in after you loosen these two set screws and tighten it up. And assembly is complete. The hot knife seriously goes together that fast. One very cool thing, both these batteries came fully charged. A lot of times I'll buy, a power drill or something from the hardware store, and you got to charge the batteries. These were, no kidding, both batteries were 100% charged. So that was awesome. So Sailrite, I appreciate that. Thank you. And you also have a battery indicator to tell you how much charge you got. An immediate change from the corded version I noticed is this safety switch. Right now, without depressing this, I can't push the trigger. You have to press this in, and then that bad boy heats up and works. Let's see how long it takes to get red hot.
Wow.
There you go. I don't know how many seconds that was. It was like 4 or 5. So this hot knife is advertised to last 20 minutes continuous runtime. Now, if you watched any of our cushion making videos, you saw it's all about trigger control. So this will run 20 minutes if you're just continuously holding down that trigger, which I don't think anyone would ever do. It's also advertised to run 90 minutes operational time. So that's on and off the trigger using your trigger control. So yeah, like Julie, I'm super excited to start cutting some stuff, and let's see how long this battery lasts and how this bad boy operates.
I finally get a turn to use this guy. Dan's been hogging it and he wouldn't let me have a turn. So he's busy eating, so I kind of snuck up here and got a turn. It's not very heavy. That's kind of neat. One thing that I was a little concerned about is that for the safety right here, that you had to hold the safety down the whole time that you were wanting to cut, but you press it and then you can let go and now it's still on. So that's kind of nice. I like that feature, that you don't have to hold it. And my hands are smaller, so it already makes it awkward to kind of hold and then go. But we'll see how this cuts. Let's go. Very cool. It's cutting up a storm. So it's all about the trigger control. So each time that you let off the trigger, you do have to then push the safety back in. I already like the idea that I don't have a cord that I'm contending with or fighting over. We have a lot of plugs being used everywhere that we're wanting to sew, and especially I'm thinking if we're on the boat, we're very limited on what plugs we can use, when we can use it, like how much we're pulling from them. So that's already a convenient aspect. I feel like it's cutting better than the electrical one, like the one you plug in. I feel like it's heating up even faster. So that's kind of neat. I have more cutting to do. Dan has not been a fan of having this metal plate on here to protect it. I have never tried it with it. I've just always done it the way that he's already set it up. So I thought I would give this a try and see what my thoughts are. It comes with all the tools that you're gonna need, such as this Allen wrench. Inside a lovely box. Let's give this a try. I'm gonna just cut. In the past, we've just used this metal meter stick, which is a little hard to move around when you have big pieces of fabric. So, oops. So I'm gonna try it with this, see how well that goes. Let's give this a try. It's hard to get it started. There we go. Once you have it started, it's not so difficult. It's the getting started part that's a little tricky. And it's kind of nice too because when you're going, it kind of shoves it and it squishes it in to the metal plate in between there. So I think I like this metal plate on there versus Dan not a fan of it. Luckily, it's really easy to take on and off. All I've got to do is unscrew it and now screw this back in. Oops. And now it can be how Dan likes to use it. Metal stop is easier if you have a large piece that you don't want to keep moving around. So item you're cutting on, or hey, I don't know, don't cut on a plastic surface. That could be a good start. My final thoughts are, I love this knife, hot edge knife. I think this is much more versatile. We can take it anywhere. We were outside doing stuff outside. We were like all over the place. We've used the heck out of this thing and the battery's still almost full. The battery did come charged and we've been trying to drain it to give you an idea how long it takes to recharge it. However, we can't seem to get this thing to be drained down. So can't tell you how long it takes to recharge, but it's lasting a very long time. So I wish that we would have bought this one. The corded hot edge knife is still a great product. You're just limited on where you can go because you need that plug.
Yeah, I agree. I think it cuts just as good as the 110. And actually, if you look at this comparison right now, the battery operated actually heats up faster than the 110 version and seems to stay hot longer. With that being said though, I can only find two negatives with the battery operated hot knife. The first one is this safety. Although I love it, I think it's a great addition. It does limit my trigger control and I find myself making shorter cuts just holding that trigger down. And the second downfall I think this knife has over the 110 version is the price. So the 110 version comes in with a price tag of $140. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. The battery operated comes in with a price tag of $260, so $120 more.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
So some more comparisons. Let's talk about weight. The corded version weighs in at 1 pound 14 ounces, so almost 2 pounds. Whereas the battery operated comes in at 1 pound 11 ounces. Really not a significant weight difference. However, Julie and I both commented several times, the battery operated one just feels so much lighter than the 110 version. And I think it's the ergonomics that were built into the handle.
Yeah.
So now you're asking, Sailor Dan, what does 1 pound 11 ounces mean to me? I've eaten steaks bigger than that.
Oh
All right. So everyone has a standard power drill. This power drill weighs in at 3 pounds 4 ounces. So this battery operated hot knife is significantly lighter, and if you wielded one of these all day, you know it starts to wear on you. This hot knife you can wield all day and you're fine. Also with the battery, like Julie mentioned, you're not limited. We were cutting stuff out on the driveway, we were cutting stuff out on the back deck, we're cutting stuff in the house. The price is a negative, but I truly believe it is worth it.
Absolutely worth it. Yeah.
So if you're on a limited budget, the 110 version is the way to go. Both of us absolutely love this hot knife.
Yeah.
It did a great job. We used the heck out of it making all those cushions in a previous video. But with that being said, for the last week we have been using the heck out of this.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Had we been able to turn back the clock, we would have purchased the battery operated one and just made that financial commitment. Now, one other fear I had was the lithium battery. As a lot of people know, when you have a power drill, when that battery won't take a charge anymore and you try to replace it, it costs as much as the drill.
Right.
So you just throw the old drill away and you go buy a new one. So I looked up the price of these replacement batteries. They're only $41. So if one of your $41. So if your fear was like mine, that I want to stay away from battery powered tools because when that battery dies, it's not financially worth it to replace them. Sailrite did it right. The battery comes in a fraction of the cost of replacing the whole hot knife. So good job, Edge. Good job, Sailrite. Absolutely love this product, and I'm super excited to use it on the boat all summer.
I'm excited to see how long it'll take to drain this dang battery.
Yeah.
If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Hit the bell notification so you can be notified whenever we post a new video. It's getting to be warm here in Michigan, so we're going to start doing a lot more sailing videos.